Howdy. Today I'm going to show y'all how to make a card sleeve for your cards. Standard size, all that. They'll be about the size of this here clear plastic sleeve I made. This is a different video. Standard Digimon card. It's just slightly bigger, but you don't want the card really snug in there either. So, but I'm going to borrow this card to show you this sleeve over here. Now, I've seen videos on YouTube. One of the better of the two that I've seen, people were taking sandwich baggies or snack baggies and making sleeves this way just by placing the card over the bag, tracing, cutting, and then getting something like Scotch tape and tape up the sides. Of course, this is a snack bag, so you're going to only be able to get one. If you had a sandwich bag, you can get two. And then the less popular option is they use a plastic grocery bag. I don't see how you can put a card in here. Take your eyes a minute to adjust, they say, and then just kind of bunch it up like. How in the world are you going to play with something like that? You know what? We ain't that desperate. The card sleeve we're going to make today is, I chose a blue. I cut this out ahead of time. Measurements are 66 millimeters by 92 millimeters. And we're going to be using this duck packaging tape, standard grade, probably the most flimsiest one tape you'll find on the market, and it works fairly well with construction paper. Yes. So, without any further ado, we're going to get going. And my camera operator there is going to have to get a little closer. Now, always work with a space bigger than what you need because you're going to be getting fingerprints on your tape. And thank God I'm doing this at home, and this is for my own benefit because there's food crumbs all over the table. And I'm just happy it ain't going out to anybody. So grab a couple strips of tape. I could have done that in a better job. Oh well. You want to overlap it. And I know I got a little bit of a tickle here. A little too much of a crease, but we're going to work ourselves around that. Only because we've got more space than what we actually need. And I chose the wrong tablecloth to use this for. But we're going to lay this down. So now we have the fingerprint area up here where we on and off the tape roll. The little crease area right there. We got fingerprints down here. So trying to avoid, sometimes you can help, sometimes you can't help getting fingerprints on your work when you're working with tape. It's to be expected. Now you're going to want 4 more strands of tape. And basically you're just going to want to cover your, oh, and before I get too further ahead of myself, we have, when I laid this tape down, we got sticky side up. This is what you're going to be sticking your card color to. And when your second layer, you're going to want to lay it down smooth side to the sticky side. And all of these little imperfections you have, don't worry about them, because guess what? We're going to be cutting it out later. So we got 2 down, sticky side up. Now your top 2 are going to want to be sticky side to sticky side. Again, nothing. Tape. Sticky side to sticky side. Oh yeah, I'm like I said, I'm glad this is not going out to anyone. There's just a big old crease down through there. But anyways, this is the last strip. We're just gonna take and go over this area here. And if one of my other kids that ain't doing anything right now can bring me a pair of scissors, that would be awesomely lovely. I thought I was totally prepared for the video. Apparently not. Sorry about the bald spot. Thank you very much. Now what we're going to do is do some cutting. We're going to cut just outside. We're just going to cut all this blue, around all this blue. So what we're going to do, this little area with all those imperfections on it, that's going bye-bye right now. Now this I just chopped off is going to be your top of your sleeve. Then we're going to cut down the side here. Put the scrap over there. And then what we're going to do is take some of this standard Scotch tape. Again, work with more than what you need because of the same fingerprint failures. And what you're going to want is half on the front, or what's going to be the front, to where you can fold it over. And this little mishap, that ain't going to be nothing, because we can always cut it off. And now we're going to be cutting. This is going to be the bottom of the sleeve. Again, working with more than what you need because the fingerprints we do not want on the work. Half on the front, just enough you can fold it over. Turn that off. Now we have this side to go. I really need to find a way to sharpen these scissors. Keeping the fingerprints out of the work area. Folding it over. And once we get these trimmed, get all this out of the way. Okay, yes, I just squeezed it like this, but I did a smaller card. And if any of you guys play Magic or have heard of the game maybe seen some of those mini Magic cards. The opening on that mini sleeve that I made for that was just about like this. But you know what? These sleeves was opened just like that. But then I had them here in the book and they flattened out. So now you'll have your own card sleeve. And I highly doubt y'all can see this, but some creases right here. Here's another one on the back. The best you can do at this point is just see how good you can flatten them out. Oh, and I think I ran into a little air bubble down here. Nope, that's another crease. Anyway, but yeah, when you're making these yourself, you're going to wind up with things like this, because I'm not perfectly good at laying tape out really flat to make this not happen. But yes, this is your card sleeve. And I do have another deck that I want to show you the shuffling. I'll be right back. Well, don't exactly know. I was told he paused the film. Don't know exactly where, but hey. These are card sleeves that I ended up making out of white standard printing paper. The 67-pound standard printing paper. And a little bit stronger packing tape. A little stronger than this. And of course, if you guys ever played the original Digimon, you know it's a 30 card deck. So we got yeah, there's 30 cards here. I just want to show you guys real quick how decently they shuffle. It's not totally awesome as the regular sleeve protectors. Some sleeve protectors, you can't really do this at all, as I found out. But the shuffling is actually decent with these. So there's those. And this is the new card protector that we now have. And like I said, these clear protectors, they're going to be another video. And I don't know when I'm going to get that up. But anyway, but that's how you make your card sleeve.